Hey, my name's Andrea Riqueña, or just simply Andrea, and this is my YouTube channel. I am showing you how I dye my wigs, which is great because I've never dyed my wigs before. So we're gonna go on this journey together. And I just want to thank you so much for being here. Also, if you want to see more content, some of the stuff that I don't post on here, you can feel free to check out my links below, such as my Instagram, my TikTok, and of course my Patreon. I have to do something about the wigs because I'm using the Maron cream stick, the pink stuff, and it's a little too close to the wigs that I have now as far as like color and tone, and I don't really want her to be like this like pastel whisper of a pink, you know, because she also goes into like a rage and I want to do that version of her as well. So we are going to use Rit dye. Just trying to get a shot for the thumbnail. Okay, so you'll notice that there's not just two different bottles, but okay, so they're two different colors. This one is the Rit Synthetic Super Pink. I feel like this is like very bubblegum pink, but the fact that it dyes synthetic is a plus because I believe 3 out of the 4 wigs, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I believe 3 out of the 4 wigs are synthetic. One of the wigs that I'm dyeing is human. It just has human hair. Talking's hard and I get a little choked up on my words. I think my dog is trying to break in, one of them. So I also have the Rit Fuchsia as well. This, as you can see, says all-purpose dye, and it says it'll work on cotton, wool, nylon, and more. However, I don't really know what the synthetic is made out of. Should I have looked it up beforehand? Yeah. Did I? No. But I did watch some YouTube videos to help me figure out how to dye them. Do I remember what I watched? Absolutely not. But we're going to get into it and try this anyway. So in order to prep, I've already got some water boiling on the stove. What I'm going to do next is go ahead and mix this stuff. Because it says for every pound of fabric, dye 3 gallons of the hottest water, safe for fabric. Probably not gonna do the full 3 gallons, just so y'all know, because there's 2 bottles. That's like 6 gallons, and like the wigs aren't even that much. I mean, they don't even weigh like a pound. The dye bath must be hot enough or have enough water to move freely. It's hair. They can. We'll see. Do not use bleach to remove existing color to achieve a darker color, blah, 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 blah. And then what, it doesn't say to do anything. It just says, okay, directions. That's what I should have been reading. Directions on the all-purpose dye, the fuchsia. Shake well before using. Wear rubber gloves. I ain't got those. We got nitrile. They're gonna have to work. Add hot water to a plastic bucket. Boom, I got that already on the stove. Ideally, water temperature should be 140 degrees or greater. We can check that. Add 1 teaspoon of liquid dish detergent. Oh, dish detergent. Yo, the last time I dyed anything, I used laundry soap. Maybe that's why I didn't take. I'm glad y'all didn't see that fail. For best results, add 1 cup of salt to dye bath for cotton, rayon, or linen. I don't know if I should put salt in the wigs. It makes me a little concerned. Add 1 cup of vinegar to dye bath for nylon, silk, or wool. It's probably like nylon, right? So I should probably add some vinegar. Add dye, mix well. Okay, so for the directions on the synthetic bottle, shake well. Oh, they say the temperature should be 200 degrees or greater. Add 1 tablespoon or teaspoon of liquid dish detergent. Add dye, mix well, submerge. So about 30 minutes. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm scared. I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, she ain't gonna dye all 3 of them wigs, all 4 of them wigs. She ain't gonna dye all 4 of them wigs. I wouldn't, but I believe in myself to a fault. So I'm dyeing all of the wigs, all right? So we're gonna go check the water temperature and then we're gonna set up our stuff to dye. I'm gonna be dyeing outside because I am clumsy and messy. All right, see you then. So I also changed because I don't wanna ruin what I have, especially that amazing hoodie. Bonus points and a shout out if you can name that character referenced on that hoodie. I'll shout you out in the next video. Also, just wanted to okay, so yeah, let's go do this. What am I doing? Oh, I'm gonna go dye some wigs. So I couldn't find my actual, oh, that's not even a teaspoon. Okay, so I can't find a teaspoon, so we just gonna use the eye to measure. All right, this is the tub I'm using to dye. I think that's probably 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. I based that on nothing. I know y'all are thinking that wasn't enough, like, water in there. I knew. I put more water in. Chill out. Alright, and this is the fuchsia. Ooh, a much smoother pour. Oh. Alright. Gonna give that a nice little swash. Yes, I know these are not rubber gloves. These are nitrile because they just don't feel as bad as the rubber ones to me. And here goes the first one. Oh my god, I'm so scared, y'all. I'm just gonna do them all. I don't want to be out here all night. This is 2 and 3. I know you're like, she gonna tangle them up. I probably will. But you know what? I got cocoa butter. Okay. And then, like 4. Alright. See y'all in a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna empty out the basin and I'm gonna let the wigs dry. It's probably gonna take some while, but there is not gonna be a part 2. I will see you when they're dry. Alright, it's a new day. So, I let the wigs sit in the dye like overnight, kind of like in a plastic rag. Maybe not the best idea, but I just really wanted the color to sink in. And then I rinsed them and then I hung them out to dry, and now we're gonna look at them. Okay, now before I get there, I realized something. I didn't show you what they looked like before. So what we're gonna be doing for this next portion, section, segment, whatever, I'm gonna show you what it looked like when I bought it, as far as like the product image online, and what it looks like now. All right, so first up, before and after. I didn't really see much of a change on this one, not even in the netting really. Like if you look at the wig cap, nothing really changed. It's still pretty ashen, so not really a success. Next one, let's see. This one, I didn't really notice much of a change. I mean, it got a little bit darker in some areas, but a little bit like not a little bit lighter, but I don't think it was really even. I do really like the color of it though. And as you could see, the dye did get into the wig cap, so at least I feel like it was somewhat effective. So yeah, before and after. I didn't really notice much of a change with this one. It seemed very orange-ish before. I mean, not orangish before. It seemed very orangish once I dyed it, when I initially dyed it, just like the other day. But other than that, when I rinsed out, it looked like it really rinsed out. So I don't really see much of a change. Oh well. All right. Last but not least, here's the before. And here's it after. I didn't really notice much of a change with this either. Overall, I give myself a fail. It is what it is. It's a learning experience, and I'm still trying to figure it out. However, since I am the person that I am, in the position that I am in, since I do not have tons of money to waste on resources, I am still gonna use these wigs for my cosplays. In fact, I am actually going to be working on one with those wigs. I'm just gonna have to test it out with the makeup and see how it goes. If you wanna see more of how that testing process goes between the wig and the makeup, please feel free to support my Patreon or my Ko-fi. They are below or in the description. There are some, you will find them, okay? So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Fingers crossed I don't mess that one up too, but no promises. Bye. None of this could happen without my patrons and viewers like you. Special shout out to Beta Listen Ed. Thank you so much for your support this month.